What's up, y'all? Sparta here. Apologies, you're gonna be hearing my AC on in the background. Um, it's warmer outside, so you're just gonna have to deal with that. But I want to talk about iPad Pro 2021, iPad Pro M1, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is the 11-inch iPad Pro, what Apple calls it, the third generation 11-inch iPad Pro, because it's the third 11-inch iPad Pro that's ever come out. But for levity's sake, iPad Pro M1. Um, 128 gig laptop grade chip in it, which is basically just a souped up A14. It literally was called the A14X when it was, in its code naming stage. So don't get mad at me for calling it a souped up A14. I think even Apple called it a supercharged A14 at one point. But yeah, what I want to talk about here, because I'm going to end up just, I'm not keeping this. So I'm just going to talk about the things that have definitely improved and the things that really haven't, things that are pretty much the same. Most of what this feels like is the same from the iPad Pro 2020, which runs the A12Z, right? So overall, Face Unlock still works the same. Face ID still works pretty much the same. iPad OS for right now works pretty much the same until iPad OS 15 comes out. Um, it's kind of a, let me do this. Okay. It's kind of a weird thing because there are things about this tablet that are really nice. I feel like the M1 definitely gives the iPad Pro a performance upgrade over what you were seeing last year and even the year before that with other iPads. But in terms of all of this, the overall feel that I have for this is that in terms of, say, LumaFusion, for example, which is the main video editor I use on iOS, it's the one people rant and rave about. So I bought it. It was $14, I think, and now I pretty much have been using it all the time. Runs really smooth, no problems with that. Um, yeah, the things that I really do like about this tablet. Apologies, I kind of got thrown off there. A text message just came through. The things that feel really great. 120 hertz feels, I don't know what it is. It feels really smooth on this tablet, even compared to last year's. Sorry, I need water, but iPad Pro, where it definitely felt smooth, but I felt like there was far more ghosting compared to, say, what this is doing now. I feel like there's less ghosting on this display, and it's not the souped up mini LED display that the Pro XDR, all that crap that the 12 incher has, but it's indeed still a very good display. The main reason I didn't go with the 12 inches is because of the issues that the mini LED display has. There's a lot of like shadowing, and there's a lot of like ghosting, like a lot of different things that I don't like that I've seen with certain videos. You can literally look it up on YouTube and see what the problems are. But in terms of this, I really do like the display on this. It's nice and crisp, clear, no real problems with that. I do like how you can have the widgets in the dock still right now. I do believe in iOS 15, you will finally be able to just put them on the home screen. So that's nice. But I do like the ability to have a larger dock. Um, Things I don't really like is how you're able to operate things like multitasking. So again, say I go into this. Say I want to um, let's say let's say I want to go back to swappa.com and look at a Pixel 4 XL. Basically what you have to do is you have to open this dock right here, press and hold it, drag it, and that's how you do it. Same with YouTube. Say if you want to do a YouTube video, you can do that. But the problem that I have with it is that, let me do it from this side. The problem that I have with it is that, say I do that, but then I want to put another window, it groups the windows, so I can't have two different things out at once. It only allowed me to have it to where I have one thing out at once and the other thing I just can't do anything about. So that's something I just don't really care for at all. Um, it sucks. I do wish it wasn't like that, but what can you do? Um, Other things. Let's say I want to play something that runs at 120 hertz on my S21 Ultra, right? Let's go for Wild Rift right here. Now, this could be because this tablet just came out. So keep in mind that's obviously something that you should keep in mind. So the tablet literally just came out. So I go into settings, I go to graphics. As you guys can see here, I go to custom. 120 hertz is crossed out. You can't do it. And when I tap it, this option is not supported by the current device. So that sucks to me. I really don't understand why that's the case. Obviously, it's probably because it's not optimized for it yet. If that's the case, fine, but it's just not there right now. Speeds in terms of video rendering, which is what I would be mainly using this for, good. It's not the best out there. S21 Ultra and LG V60 still beat it. The V60 just beats it by 20 seconds, whereas the S21 Ultra can beat it by a minute, sometimes even 2 minutes. I already have a video out on that if you want to look at that. Battery life is pretty much the same as like the iPad Pros and the iPad Air of last year. No real difference there. Nothing has really changed. USB-C, which is also very nice. The speakers on this are very good as well. I guess I can play a video or something just to show you. Oh my lord! Just to show you guys what I mean. So your channel. I guess I'll just go here. So for this video, it's gonna be a little bit of a quicker one because I'm just walking right now, getting off work. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about very nice speakers, very loud. I'm not going to play any sort of music or anything like that. Like I said, Face ID is very nice. I don't even have it tilted up, and it recognizes my face just from right here where I'm like just arching over just so it can scan my face. That's really nice. Obviously, you can connect your Apple peripherals to it, an Apple Watch, AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, things like that. No real issues with that. It's a very nice, compelling thing, but I feel like the problem that I have with it is that despite the fact that iPad OS is definitely the least hamstrung in between iOS and iPad OS, it still feels like it has that grip that Apple wants to keep on it. So you could still go to a MacBook, you could still go to an iMac, and that you just can't use a iPad as your main computing device. A lot of people do. I'm not trying to say that it's wrong that you do, but more power to you if you do that. I would be doing that as well, but it just doesn't beat out my other phones, you know. And to me, if I were to use it as my main thing, I would I would have done it would have been the main thing I used. So that's all I really want to say with this. The iPad Pro 2021, iPad Pro M1, is a very compelling device, but I feel like due to this being first generation and due to the fact that they said that next time's iPads, whatever they decide to put those out, those will be the ones where they take away the RAM limit, not this one. I think it's better off just to wait till next year to see what else you can do, because now you can't really position this as like a massive computing thing, like basically a more portable MacBook Pro, if you can't get things like DaVinci Resolve on it, so or anything of that nature, more professional programs on it. So that's all I really want to say with this. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for support. Hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, whatever time of day it is in your area. Have a good one.